Well, hello everybody. It's Dr. Carmen Bryant. This is Car Chronicles. How you guys doing? You doing all right? All right, let's talk about some things. I encourage each and every one of you to go and if you don't have Clubhouse, go download the Clubhouse app and go and subscribe to my mom's channel, which is my Your Destiny Helper House, and listen to the replays. Whenever she does Clubhouse, a lot of us that are on her platform are also content creators who discuss narcissist abuse or narcissists. And usually when we come off the platform, we have content for you. We like to come back. For those of you that haven't heard it, we have content, from different speaking points when we're in her room. So I wanted to talk about it because she just did one on the alternate reality of the narcissist, because the narcissist is living in an alternate reality. And I want you to think about this for just a minute. Now, I'm going to use some humor because, sometimes humor opens you up to make you think for a minute. But, we encourage our children to have a great imagination. You see these little kids, they're running around and, you got Paw Patrol and you're part of Paw Patrol. You got Spider-Man, the kids are Spider-Man shooting their web. Pew, pew, pew. You got Superman. Fly around Superman, whatever hero they have, they used to play cowboys and Indians. They used to, all sorts of play military man until we came in the military. Then we don't play it no more. But, they play soldiers, the vivid imaginations. Kids go out there and they play. Now, I don't know. That just probably put me in the age bracket. You guys find out, my age area. I'm in my 50s. So back in the day, you guys remember the $6 million man and the $6 million woman, the bionic man, the bionic woman. So I used to be the bionic woman. I mean, I know it's kind of hard to believe, but I used to be the bionic woman. And remember when you watched it, the film would slow down. Y'all remember that? So I used to be the bionic woman. So I used to run in slow motion with my friends. We used to jump in slow motion. So I was a bionic woman. I just want you guys to know, some kids were Wonder Woman or whatever. We used to play Wonder Woman too. But think about it. You're encouraging the creative side of your children. We encourage, that the play and imagination. If you look at artists, for example, my daughter is an artist, but just to watch, her think and her imagination and the things that she think about, and then she starts drawing it. She puts it on a canvas. You look at art and you see the imagination of the artist. Some of them are pretty dark. You can tell that some of them need therapy because you can tell by the art, oh, that's kind of dark, or writers. You have those in literary arts, writers, people like Edgar Allan Poe, who needed therapy, probably was on drugs, but needed therapy because his stuff was dark, but you can see the imagination of people, and how that imagination was cultivated. Stephen King, the king of horror movies, you look what's in his mind, but he has some great stories, but they have great imaginations, artists and actors, great imagination, and it probably started, being cultivated at a young age. We encourage our children to have an imagination. Now imagine, a narcissist who is stuck in the imagination, where there's one thing to say, fake it till you make it. But when you have a narcissist, they take that beyond the fake it till you make it. They watch things on television. They see people. That's why they connect to people. And they have that imagination that I want to be rich and famous. I want to be this way. And they'll do anything. And then they'll use that term, fake it till you make it. They'll use that term to create this alternate reality for themselves. They see themselves as rich and famous, but yet they don't have the income of the rich and famous. They put themselves in debt, or they always present themselves. Now I'm not talking about anybody, please don't take this offensively, but you have those red bottom shoes, and if you look at the price of those red bottom shoes, the what is it, the Louis Vuitton, whatever they are, that brand, beautiful shoes. I heard they're very comfortable too. Beautiful shoes, red bottom shoes. And you do have, it's the red bottom shoes, but they're not by that brand. And then you have that narcissist that will create the shoe, find the emblem, create the emblem and put it on the shoe, and then convince you that that's the shoe. And those people that have an eye for fashion, that know their brands, will tell them that is not that shoe. And they'll convince you that that is that shoe. It's a new brand that has not come out, whatever. But they live in this fantasy world. They'll create an entire world around themselves to make you think that they are something that they're not. They create this illusion. This is why I have a book called The Illusion of Perfection. The Illusion of Perfection. narcissist abuse, but they create an illusion that they force people to believe. And those people that don't believe this illusion that they create, they call them the enemy. They're haters, they're enemy, they're this, you're always after me, and you're not paying no attention to them. You just know that, yeah, I know that you don't live that lifestyle. That's why when you see the behind the scene things, you'll see families that are living in squalor. You see families, they may have this big house and these wonderful cars, and this narcissist is parading around with these new clothes and name brand clothes, yet the families are hungry, yet the families are lacking. You come into the house and the inside of the house doesn't look like the outside of the house or the life that they're pretending to live, or if they do, they're in debt. They can't do anything else, and sometimes that is short-lived. That's why they jump from people to people. And some of these narcissists use other people to maintain the lifestyle that they have, because it's not something that they're doing for themselves. But they even if they put themselves in a position of power, remember, with a narcissist, you got narcissists that are somatic narcissists, soma, meaning that they're into their looks, their appearances, they're concerned about how people see them, so they create an illusion of perfection. They create an illusion of what they want you to see, and then they play that out as if they are really living this lifestyle. They go to restaurants and then demand the valet to come, and you don't know who I am. You don't know who you are, but they demand, you treat me such a way, and they come in and people are looking, and people are wondering, like, I wonder who this person is. Obviously, this person must be someone, because that narcissist is presenting themselves as somebody. The cars, they may rent cars, they may borrow cars from people that they're dating, or even renting cars, or Turo. They go on Turo and they get these cars and they make it seem like this is the car in their collection. They have you believing, and some of you guys are shaking your head, I wouldn't believe nothing like that, but a lot of people have fallen for that. You can fall for that because of how they do it, because they're so manipulative. But they live in this alternate reality, and then they pull you into this alternate reality and then make you feel stupid. They gaslight you to make you feel stupid as if you don't believe it. Remember, a somatic narcissist, all about how they look, how people see them. They come up with how they got these degrees, and they have these degrees and this type of education, and who they're married to. Not only the fact who they're married to, they'll take the status of the person that they're married to, because they're all concerned about looks and statuses. And so they'll take the status of the person that they're married to and elevate that status around everybody else and brag about who they're connected to. Do they care about that other person? No, they care about how they look and who they're connected to. It's very important who are they connected to, because it makes them look a certain way. So if you wonder if they marry because they love, no, they marry because that person probably provides them with something, a status quo, a status. Look who I'm married to let you know who I am. Look who I'm married to and their status. And not only that, they'll elevate that status to make them look better. This is not something, and they lie. They lie like a rug, but they create this reality. So if they're a superhero, they become the superhero. If they watch, you guys remember the lifestyles of the rich and famous, or they watch like certain rappers that they're fascinated with, or certain, executives, or certain people within the world of wealth and everything. And then what they do is they mimic them, especially if they kind of look like them, but they mimic them. They talk like them. They may dress like them. They find a way to present themselves. They create this whole little world. And like I said, they pull people in it. And if you don't believe, or you don't adjust to them, that's why when you get into their world is backwards. What is right is wrong, and what's wrong is right. You have an education, they question your education because it comes up against what they believe. And so they'll switch the way that you're thinking to force you into the way that they're thinking. And if you resist that, they'll come up with any way to try to destroy your personality, not your personality, but your reputation. They try to do anything to make you look stupid or make you look crazy in front of people. And they're already laying the foundation. Once they start dating you, or once they pull you into their circle, even as friends, they immediately go into damage control, because they already know you're going to know too much about me. So I got to make sure that I ruin your reputation to make people think, even if they do it in a way, I just need to talk to you. It's just something going on with him, or something's going on with her, so they're already laying a foundation, because they know they're paranoid people. They know that they're going to be exposed. They can't handle being exposed. They cannot handle reality of life. They can't handle the reality of their own life. And so they create their own world and pull you into that world. And many of you come out of these situations like, how did I get pulled in this? I'm embarrassed, because me as an educated man, or as an educated woman, how did I get sucked into something like this? How did this happen? Because There's something like trauma bonding. That's what they do. That's what they do. But they live in their own world.